Here's your master list of my favorite spicy standalones. Enchantra by Kaylee Smith. I'm so obsessed with the man in this book. We have like a real-bodied, curvy FMC who's like giving real person instead of like gonna blow away in the wind, wayfish FMC. We have games and trials. If you like mystery, if you like enemies to lovers. Now, if we talk about Enchantra, we have to talk about the spicy standalone that came before Enchantra, which was Phantasma. Now, you might be wondering, why didn't you show me Phantasma first? These are two interconnected standalones. Phantasma is sort of like a gothic fantasy romance version of something like Enchantra. Honestly, I like to describe this one as Spicy Danny Phantom. Our vampire girlies, Six Scorched Roses is one of the best vampire standalones I have ever read. A bargain, a deal with a vampire, beautiful story, beautiful romance. Also have Slaying the Vampire Conqueror, which is another novella taking place in the Crowns of Nyaxia world. It is a standalone. It can be read wherever you want to read it. An FMC in here, and her task is to unalive the vampire that she's going to inevitably fall in love with. Forced proximity, enemies to lovers. This is kind of giving a little bit more of like a monster romance vibe. Speaking of monster romance, can I interest you in an MMC who has a tail? Now wait a second, if you don't necessarily like that, this is a beautiful love story that transcends lifetimes, and it is beautiful. It is also super weird and twisty turny. Read this one so that you can talk to other people about the canon experience that we've all had with it. One of my favorite standalones of all time is Nocticadia by Carrie Lake. This is dark academia. It's also gothic. Slow burn that will have you on your knees. Plot twists that literally come out of nowhere and have you questioning your entire experience when you get to them. If you're a Bridgerton girly, you like that 1800s setting, but also you like spicy fae and maybe demons, meet the Prince of Envy. This literally reminded me of like fantasy spicy Bridgerton. I'm telling you, it gives that same vibe. We have an adventure. We have a little bit of games and trials going on, just a little bit. We've got vampires in here also. If you liked Throne of the Fallen, you're going to have to read Throne of Secrets. This is the second installment in the series of interconnected standalones. So this is a different romance. It's going to follow different characters. It's Prince of Gluttony and a new FMC. They're going to have a different mission, a different story. So it is not related to Throne of the Fallen, aside from the fact that it takes place in the same world. Now, what if you're a werewolf girly? Super easy to read, and it's also got an over 6-foot wolf shifter MMC in it that likes to do this kind of thing. If you catch my drift. Fated Mates, we've got werewolves. Of course, I'm gonna show you Gothicana. Gothicana is one of my first favorite like dark academia books. This is just a good time. This is like watching one of your favorite trashy TV shows. You do not read this to grow your brain. You do not read this to get smarter. You do not read this to give like an intellectual review on it. If you want some emotional damage, if you want some yearning, some tension, some witchy vibes, some Sleepy Hollow vibes, have a Warlock MMC. This is for our gothic, spooky, witchy girlies. The romance is one of my favorite romances.